Alrighty. Alrighty. Going to send a message to everyone. We are live. Okay. Okay, guys, for some very weird reason or reasons, I cannot seem to, if you can hear and see me, please let me know. If you can hear me, if you can see me, please let me know. For some weird reasons, I can't send messages to everyone in the community about today's broadcast on YouTube. So we're just gonna get started. So today I'm just gonna be doing a Q&A today. I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I'm also going to make some quick announcements. So let's get into it. I've been getting some questions and a lot of folks have been asking me so many questions. And I made a list of some of these questions. So I'm going to address the first set of questions that relate to the scholarship. Okay, that makes sense. I'm going to focus on the first set of questions that relate to the scholars or those in the scholarship guaranteed category or academy. So one question that I got is that some people are asking me if, despite that, they are interested in choosing another program that is completely different from what they studied before, that they can get in. And so my answer is yes, yes, yes. That you studied a different degree before does not stop you from getting into another degree or another program. Does that make sense? So yes, it is possible for you to get into another degree. It is possible for you to get into another program, even though you're coming from a completely different background. That's the first answer. That's for the first question. The second question that I've got from people is, I want to apply right now. Is it possible for me to get out of my country by December of 2021? I would say a big yes to that. I say big yes because a lot of times, a lot of schools are open this period. And despite that, a lot of schools are open, many people don't even know that these programs are available and are accessible. Some people don't even believe that there are fully funded opportunities. And so my answer or straightforward answer to that question is to say to that person that yes, these opportunities are available on a fully funded scale. And most importantly, your previous degree is not a barrier for deciding to transition into another program. In fact, your previous degree in no way, does not affect your chance of getting into another program in any way, as long as you meet all the requirements. And that, can you get in this year or not? Yes, you can. All right. Can you get in this year? Oh, yes, you can get in, this year. So getting in this year is not impossible. And can you get a program before the end of this year? I would say this is the exact simple way to go about it. It is called the keyword search method. What is the keyword search method? The keyword search method basically means that you go online, you search for the name of the program, the country, the year, and then you put the keyword spring at the end. The name of the program, the year, and then you put the keyword spring. What is the name of the program? So the name of the program might be communication studies. The second word is university, USA. Country, USA. The third word is the name of the year, 2021 or 2022. And then the term, then you put the keyword spring. So let me make this more practical. Communication studies at USA universities, spring 2022. Political science, USA universities, spring 2022. With that keyword, you're going to see a lot of options popping up. And when you see so many options, wow, you're making your work easier because you're going to be getting updates. You're going to be getting the different programs, the different options that will pop up would be very, very straightforward. And in addition to that, you have a sense of direction. You have a sense of direction. You have a sense of direction. Does that make sense? Let me know what you think. And so to the next and very last question in the scholarship guaranteed category is that many of these opportunities are available, they're accessible, and you can have them right now. I said that before, but the last thing I want to talk about is the fact that a lot of people make a mistake. So this is not really a Q&A thing. It's more of a warning. Do not make the mistake of applying to schools and submitting applications without getting information from those programs directors or those universities so that you actually know what they want or what they want you, like basically just know what you need to know. Don't make a mistake of submitting an application to a school or to a program when you have not actually gotten the needed information, right? Don't make that mistake. A lot of people, you know, make that mistake of applying to a program, going for a particular degree, whereas you do not have information. In fact, don't submit an application without verifying whether there is funding or not. Don't be in that category of people who would submit applications without verifying whether there is funding or not. Don't do that. Do not do that. Don't do that. Do not what? Be in that category of people who would submit applications without verifying whether there is funding or not. Don't make a mistake of rushing. I was speaking to a scholar in the DM today. Guess what? This scholar has applied. They have given him admission. He had to raise tuition fee. He has paid tuition. And the money is still not enough. He used practically all resources available to do the process. Imagine if this scholar knew about what I do or what we do before now. Maybe somehow the scholar would have gotten a guaranteed scholarship without even having to pay all the money. Okay, so what I'm basically saying in essence is don't make that mistake, right? Of how do I explain this? Don't make the mistake of applying without first verifying whether it's a fully funded. It can be very painful. It can be very painful. So don't make that mistake. So let's go on to the next question. The very third question the next set of questions that I've gotten is in the profit in millions category. The profit in millions category. So let me head straight into it. I have spoken with a couple of scholars who say that, okay, they want to start profiting in millions, they want to start making money from their knowledge and expertise, but they are weary about posting on their status, sharing on their social media handles, that they don't want people to know them. They don't want people to, they don't want, like they don't just want attention. So maybe you are worried about people looking at you or always reading your post and you don't want attention. One of the ways to run a business online without putting too much attention on you or without letting people really see you is to run Facebook ads. If you run Facebook ads, even if you close all your social media platforms, you're still going to be getting prospects. It simply means that those who will be buying from you are those who are watching your ads. Does that make sense? So you need to get to a point where you understand that whether you don't, even if you are worried about your family members becoming social media monitoring spirits, you can still sell. All right? Repeat that after me. You can still sell online. If you're weary about people seeing you or noticing you and you don't want them to see you, you don't want people's faces on you, you don't want people talking about you, people seeing what you're doing, you can still sell online through sponsored advertising. With sponsored adverts, you don't need to be They don't need to see you. They won't even see you, but you will still be making sales. But you're just have a private page, a private channel, or a private platform that is, focus that you would be using as a source of as a value sharing platform for the audience that you intend to serve. Look at me on YouTube. I can go live on my YouTube channel quietly and send DMs to those on my broadcast list quietly. And I will route them where I want to route them. Email marketing is another tool that will help you to sell without making so much noise. People are getting the solution in their emails. You're making your noise silently. Nobody's screenshotting your posts. No family member is saying, oh, what did she post today? So that is another way to guide or guard yourself from or away from the so-called social media monitoring spirit as an online brand. Does that make sense to you as a scholar? So you're also a scholar and you're studying abroad and you don't want people to know that you're abroad while you're also planning to also sell your knowledge, your skills. You might be planning to go to school. Going for a program in communication or in graphics design or in engineering or biology, right? As you're going to school, guess what? You don't need to necessarily post on your normal, regular platforms if you don't want people to see you. All you need to do is to create a special account, like an email list, like a WhatsApp broadcast list, like a Facebook page for your Facebook advertising, like your WhatsApp broadcast list, your YouTube channel. These are the different platforms through which you can route your own audience. I don't know if this makes sense. So I want you to think about what I've said. I want you to think about it critically. Does that make sense? Let me know what you think. So I'm here to take more questions, and let me see if I can do, send a couple of broadcast messages to those in the community. I'm not sure if my light is very good, but let's see. Questions. Who's got questions? Who's got questions? Questions. I want to take questions. I want to take questions. I want to take questions. Who's got questions for me? Questions, guys. Okay, so Facebook advertising, it's very simple. When you want to run Facebook ads, don't ever use your Facebook page. Go to www.facebook.com/ads manager. I want you to type that. Okay? So that's where to run your Facebook ads. Meanwhile, I have a book that is launching on the 31st of this month, and One interesting thing about the book that is launching is that the book is a proven method. It contains all my strategies for people who are looking to build a brand online, especially knowledge entrepreneurs. So you know how to bake, you know how to sew, you know how to teach a course like English, like GRE, I mean the GRE or TOEFL or IELTS, or you know so much about migration abroad, you know so much about the body part of a woman, you know something, right? As long as you know something, guess what? You can teach it to your audience. Does that make sense? You can teach it to your audience, and once you teach it, you're going to be making money from it. How do you then teach it? You don't have to be teaching all the time. They don't have to see your face all the time. So teaching would mean that you have written a book, you have created a course, and you have a coaching program. And through these different options, people continue will buy from you. But how do you set everything up? How do you write a book? How do you create a course? How do you get people to sell, buy from you? How do you actually sell? All of those things have been put together in my book. The book is going to come out on the 31st of July. And to get the book, you need to what? Pre-order the book. You need let me drop this message. You need to pre-order the book. The title of the book is The Profits in Millions 247 book. Go to seller.co/profits in millions book, or pay to 0247903301 GTB and send proof to 0247, sorry, plus 2348024957386. So you need to what? Get the book. That's the details, Kenzie Clark. Now, in addition to getting the book, let me make you this amazing offer. Anyone who gets the book, guess what? They are going to be connecting with 7 speakers. In fact, tomorrow, we'll start. In fact, the masterclass is tomorrow. The Profit in Millions masterclass is tomorrow. And only those who get the book will get access to this masterclass. So for instance, as we're counting down to the launch of the book on the 31st of July, we're kicking off with the masterclass tomorrow. I want you to say to me, tell us more about the masterclass. Say, tell us more about the masterclass. I'm going to be sharing. The book is 5,000 naira. Sorry, I didn't put the book price. Let me edit my message. So to pre-order. Yes, so thank you, sir. Thank you, boss. Big pride. That's my coach, Coach Malik. Coach Malik, the tough boss. So and now my coach is making me distracted. Coach Malik is making me distracted. While I'm a little distracted, let me tell you guys a little bit more about the Profit in Millions Masterclass. So the Profit in Millions Masterclass is my way of giving back to those who have pre-ordered my book. I know that my book contains all the strategies that you need as a scholar to monetize your knowledge. See, let me tell you guys something. I am studying abroad. I am being paid as a graduate student abroad. But guess what? The money is not enough. The money no dey reach. Okay? The money is never enough. Even though I am studying abroad on a fully funded scholarship, the money is not enough. So I make 1,200 every month, or 400. My rent is 600. I have less than $800 left. I have to pay water bill, pay electricity bill, pay garbage bill and that bill. I have to pay internet bill. At the end of the day, I have spent close to $1,000 without having anything left. And so I have roughly $400. Like, how much can I save? I can hardly save. So I decided to start monetizing what I learned in Nigeria before I came. I had learned about writing books, creating courses from my brain, and I know so much about studying abroad. What did I do? I decided to write a book. And so, in addition to this book that is launching, I told myself that I want to invite 7 masterminds, as in 7 millionaires, those who have made a lot of money from their brain. I said I was going to what? Invite them to come talk to people about how they have been able to consistently make money off their brain. And so the masterclass kicking off tomorrow is a session with 7 speakers who have made and are still making and will continue to make millions of dollars from what? Selling their brain. Okay? Are you with me? Who is with me? I want to know those who are listening to me. I want to know those who are listening to me. So, just like I said, the masterclass is a session with 7 amazing millionaires, like millionaires in dollars, who are coming to share from their wealth of experience, especially on how they have become millionaires simply by selling what they know to make money. I'm so passionate about helping scholars who want to study abroad. But while you're planning to relocate abroad, while you're planning to access a guaranteed scholarship, you cannot do this by being broke. You'll be frustrated. Imagine that when I was back home in Nigeria, I'd gotten a scholarship, I'd gotten funding. I went for my first visa interview. I was denied visa because of some very little things that I didn't tidy up properly. And by the time I got back, guess what? By the time I got back, I needed to what? Book another visa appointment when the visa reopened after COVID. That was about a year after my first visa experience. Now, there was a battle as to whether I was going to be able to secure dates or not from the embassy. Now, because of this battle that was going on, guess what, guys? It was confusing, it was disturbing because one, I needed to raise 60 something thousand naira. That's about close to 150 dollars or so. No, close to $120 or thereabouts. I needed to raise that much to book another visa interview. Thank God that I was already working as a knowledge entrepreneur online, selling my knowledge to other people who want to go abroad. And I started telling myself that before I leave this country, let me just continue to position myself online. Because eventually, when I do this very well, I am going to be able to, to help people. And while helping them, I was going to be able to make money. That was what I did. That was what I did. And guess what? Hey, I made a lot of money before I left the country. And most of the money I made went into helping me for my visa processing, added to my trip to Lagos and here and there. And somehow I wasn't broke. Do you know the money that you have been given that is not in your own account, or that you cannot determine the date that it gets into your account, is still not your money? That means that kind of money can stop at any time. The money that comes to you, that you do not know or cannot control the date it comes in, how much comes in, or how much of it that comes to you or goes out, that kind of money, guess what? You can't control. You can't. So think about it. Think critically about what I've just said. The money that comes to you, whose dates and time that it gets to you, you can't control, is not your money. I want you to type that in the chats. The money that comes to you, whose date and time of getting to you you can't control, is not your money. It's not your money. I'm adding some light to my face. I don't, I just want you to understand that the money that comes to you, whose date and time you can control, is not your money. Any money that comes to you, whose dates and time you can control, is not your money. I want you to write that as we wrap up with this session. The masterclass, let me show you a little about the masterclass, okay? So I'm going to show you the speakers who would be coming live with me at the masterclass. Alrighty. I'm going to show you the speakers who will be coming live with me at the masterclass. So the very first speaker is Simon Ivy. So I'm going to show you the speakers right now. So let me hear from those of you here. Let me do this. I want to be sure everyone is seeing my screen. All right. Let me know if you can see my screen. Oh. Can you see this? This is the first speaker for tomorrow. So he will be talking about building hypnotic websites that convert to sales. So he will be kicking off the masterclass. And guess what? In addition to even getting this masterclass, you get access to my book, you get access to my academy on Facebook for free, and you get access to the recordings because you are among the first set of people who are, signing up for what? This masterclass. I mean, you are among the first set of people to order my book, or rather, you are getting the book at pre-order price. This is the first speaker, right? Building hypnotic websites that converts to sales. And so let me show you the other speakers. So I'm going, awesome. Let me show you the other speaker. The other speakers who will be joining me live. There's Emeka Nobis. So no, let me go to the second speaker actually. The second speaker for tomorrow, for Saturday, This is Damilola Lawale. And he will be teaching creating designs that make customers buy. He will be teaching on creating designs that make customers buy. Look at this amazing graphics. Do you like it? Do you like this, my graphics, like this flyer? Do you love this poster? This poster was designed by the amazing Damilolo Lawale himself. It's gonna be an amazing session, I tell you. It's gonna be an amazing time. These are scholars, these are very smart people. Everybody on this platform that will be speaking are scholars. These are smart academic people, and they are doing very well. They are doing very well. Okay. Look, Emeka Nobis will be speaking at this event. Emeka Nobis will be speaking at this event. Okay. Emeka Nobis will be there. So this is Emeka Nobis. He will be speaking on converting your brain into books to profit in millions. We'll be speaking on converting your brain into books to profit in millions. And then there is Paul Fole. There's Paul Fole, the sales evangelist himself. Paul Fole will be speaking on sales. This is one session you don't want to miss. Mastering the skill of selling to profit in millions. Guys, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You don't want to miss this. This is going to be a mind-blowing live session that you don't want to miss. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. So you don't want to miss this live session. Mastering the skill of selling to profit in millions. Mastering the skill of selling to profit in millions. And you would meet with other speakers for the day. And also, let me share with you. If you look at this flyer, you see all the other speakers. So the set of speakers that I showed you are those for this week. And then the weekend, this weekend actually. So we have 4 sessions this weekend. We have a session with Emeka Nobis. We have a session with Simon Ivy. Simon Ivy. We have another session with the next speaker, Damilolo Lawale. We have a session with Emeka Nobis, and we have a 4th session with AY Grain. AY Grain. AY Grain. This is AY Grain on Spotlight. AY Grain is a videographer. And before we go, I'm going to show you all a video just kind of helping you to understand a little bit more about the session. All right. Give me a moment. I'll show you the video right now. Showing you a video. I don't know what's going on. My network is a little bit unstable, so I'm going to remove this. Let me take question. If there's anyone who has a question or questions, I can take those questions before we leave. Is there anyone who's got question? Questions, questions, questions. I'd like to take questions. Is there any question? All right. So if you get the book tonight, you get access to this masterclass tomorrow. If you fail to pre-order this book, you will not be able to listen to these speakers live. Neither will you get the chance to ask them questions live. Please, I would like for you to not just, listen to me or just come to this session once in a while. I think it is very important that you do all you can to come on board for this masterclass. In fact, for the masterclass and then get the book. Why must you do this? You must do this if you want to be able to control the amount of money that comes to your account. If you want to be the one to decide the date and time and moment at which funds get into your accounts. As long as you do not choose to profit in millions from selling what you know already, but you're currently sharing for free, you might never get out of that cycle of continuously waiting on people to give you money or to pay your bills or to do what you have to do or to make life decisions. You need to get to that point where you are the one determining determining how much you're able to, your resources, what you can do. You must be the one to choose. You must be the one to determine that. You can get it done. You can get to that point, and that is why you need to get my book. And in addition to getting my book, come and listen to people who have done what you want to do. And once you receive the fire, the ginger, the motivation, you're going to be given a tool. And that tool is my book. Because motivation without action, motivation without tool leads you nowhere. And so I'm inviting you to this opportunity of a lifetime with just 5,000 naira. How much is a 5,000 naira worth? A plate of food at some maybe average restaurant, maybe a new bag, a new set of shoe. If 5,000 naira cannot build you a house, cannot build a sustainable business, cannot help you thrive financially, but this 5,000 naira can open doors of opportunities onto you. It now depends on your choice today, whether you're going to do what you have to do or you will stay where you are. Most importantly, what are you going to be learning in my book? One thing you will learn in my book is how to decide or determine whether you know something that is profitable. How to then determine the niche where there are profitable, no, where you can build a profitable knowledge business. How to determine who would buy, where they would buy, or how to get people to buy. You would also get my secret tools, my secret scripts, the different templates that I use in order to convince buyers to buy, to engage customers online. I'm going to be giving you my templates, my done for you sales scripts. You're going to be learning more than 10 digital tools that will make it easy for you to receive money, to sell your book without people stealing your intellectual property. All right, okay? And I'm also going to be showing you digital tools for building a brand that is sustainable, that will run without you being online all the time. Okay? Okay? You need that flexibility. And all of this, I am going to give you access to in my book. Now, my book is not just going to be buy and go. My book makes you a part of my community. I've got a Facebook community for people who are going to learn my strategies, people who I'm going to be supporting on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, I beg your pardon, and you don't want to be an outsider. Get 5,000 naira and be a part of my network forever. Be a part of those who would pick my brain forever. Be a part of those who will be accountable in my community forever. Just 5,000 naira today. This price is subject to upward review, and continuously it will be reviewed and reviewed and reviewed, because the value will never diminish. It would only keep getting better. And if it gets better, we would keep increasing. Scholars, this is your chance. You can go abroad and study, but you don't have to go abroad and live a broke life or an average life when you can have abundance just by doing what you already love to do. Teaching, sharing knowledge, giving value. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to sign up today, 22nd of July 2021. And if, of course, you're watching this video later, all right, make sure you type hashtag replay. And most importantly, go pre-order the book so that you get access to me. And another way you can get access to me is to visit my website. I'm going to be editing my name to put my website there, www.bisolamiriam. I'm rooting for you guys, and I cannot wait to have you on board. See you on the other side. Enjoy. Muchas gracias. Hasta luego, mis amigas. And mis amigas y mis amigos. My friends, female, and friends, male. So mis amigas y mis amigos. Mis amigas is my girlfriends, and ye, which is Y, mis amigos, my boyfriends, as in my male and female friends in this community. All right, guys, hasta luego. I'll see you next week. Good night and have a wonderful weekend.